already messaging.
You start.
I don't have. What do we say? Tell a story? So today has been quite amazing. The things we've learned today and just the events and activities we've done. To think that just the people here have been so inspirational.
What I would say is that this meeting has showed me that you can show your true colors and don't be afraid and let anybody tell you otherwise.
And also in this meeting, you know that there's people that are supporting you, so you could be yourself, and you know that you're not going to be judged at all, and that is actually a good thing. Like you feel relief. But as an ally, I feel really good about coming here, so I can make people feel comfortable.
And we can bring more strategies and thoughts and feelings from others back to our GSA at our school.
What I wish I knew before I came out was that if you identify as a different gender, you do not need to stick with one. You don't need to be always, like, if you think to yourself, I don't belong as a girl all the time. You don't have to do all the growth hormones, anything, and become a boy and be afraid to switch back, because there is such thing as being gender fluid or exist outside of gender.
Okay. Probably tell myself that I need to not be afraid to, change my appearance to feel more comfortable. Because when I was younger, I wanted to wear dresses all the time just so people wouldn't think I'm not a girl. But I realized, like, when I started cutting my hair and wearing more baggy clothes, I felt a lot more comfortable and I felt more beautiful that way. So I think I tell myself just to, get right to it.
I think I just tell myself to raise your head a little higher. You're on this planet for a reason. Don't just do what the crowd does. Just be yourself. Don't be afraid to wear leggings. Don't be afraid to wear a dress. Don't be afraid to do what you want to feel comfortable in your own skin.
I really did grow up with a lot of really accepting people. I knew a lot of the labels when I was younger. But the one thing I didn't really understand was stereotypes. And I felt like, because I'm super feminine and I like Barbie dolls and I like all these really traditionally girly things, that there's no way I could be identified with LGBTQ, because obviously I'm a straight cis girl. I am this. This is what I stereotypically look like. And I think it's really important that people, when they're younger, kind of understand that the stereotypes aren't always really true.
You don't have to, date a string of boys to cover up that you're gay. And if you're in love with someone, you should tell them, no matter who they are, what gender they are, or anything, because if they like you back, that's enough. And if you love yourself, that's enough too.
Everyone knows the quote, make love, not war. But what happens when the war is on love?
We had a friend in the States named Bruno, and for a long time now he's been bullied because he was gay. And just recently he ended up committing suicide because he was bullied that badly. And it impacted a lot of people, and now everyone who knew him is affected because they didn't realize that it was hurting him.
We need to end bullying over something as irrelevant as loving a different gender than society wants you to. Love is love. Gender should be irrelevant. And we think that if there was some place like this for Bruno to go to, he may not have did that.
He might have felt more safe.
Well, I wanted to say, don't let anyone impact what you want to be or who you want to be. If you want to be a guy, go ahead, be a guy. If you want to be a girl, be a girl. It doesn't matter what they want, it matters what you want, and if you're happy. You want to say anything?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to say, even if you're going through a rough time, it's going to be okay. Talk to somebody that's close to you. Talk to a counselor.
And no matter what you're going through, it's not impossible to get over it. And even if you're at your darkest moment, you can still get through it.
It's okay to be us. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be anyone, because you're born that way. You can't change who you are. It's impossible. You can only be who you are. Everyone else is taken.